Welcome to URECRUITU. I am your head coach, Kito Delgado, and I wanted to take a few moments to tell you my story and explain why I decided to launch URECRUITU in the first place. But before I can talk about today, I think it's important for you to hear my recruiting story and how I navigated this process with my parents. So I went to a really small high school. When I say small, I mean small. 64 students in my graduating class. I played football, basketball, I ran track, played baseball, but for the most part, my last 2 years of high school, I locked in on basketball and football. And I can tell you the football program did not have too much success. In fact, we went, I believe, 2-7 my junior year, 2-7 my senior year. So not only did I go to a small school and play on a losing team, but we played, while most of the larger schools played under the lights on Fridays, well, we didn't have any lights. So we had to play all of our games on Saturdays. So when I got home and I wanted to watch the highlights on Friday nights, they never showed our games because we never played. But I share this with you because I know there may be a student athlete right now and a parent of one who's watching this, and you may be thinking, I play on a small team, we're not really good. No one knows about us. I'm never gonna earn a scholarship. I'm not gonna get on the radar of a college coach. I just want you to get rid of that negative self-talk right now because you're looking at somebody who did just that. Despite playing for a small school on a losing record, I was able to get noticed. And one way I did that was going into my senior year that summer, my high school coach told my parents that he wanted to bring me to a showcase, an all-day showcase. Now at the time, I knew nothing about what this meant. He just told me, don't worry about it, Kito, I'm gonna bring you and I want you to do your absolute best. I was like, okay, coach, I can do that. And when I was there, I put on my shirt, my shorts, and they gave me a little bin. And before you know it, I was asked to run the 40. Then I was asked to do a vertical jump, do all these different drills. And for anyone who's never been to a showcase, a football showcase in particular, you know what this is all about. And as I'm doing this, my coach is talking to all these college coaches. And now I'll fast forward a little bit, but on my way home, we're driving. We have about an hour drive home. He says, Kito, I want you to know something. You just changed your life, son. I was like, what? He's like, you just changed your life. I was like, what are you talking about? I was just running around in some shorts all day, doing what, I was having fun. I don't know. What are you talking about? It's like, Kito, all those coaches, they were really interested in learning more about you. They wanted to know your schedule for the upcoming season. They wanted to know how often we practice because they wanted to try to come visit you. They wanted to know about, obviously your home life. They were asking about your grades, if you have good character. They were asking all these questions because if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to earn a full athletic scholarship to attend college. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me, coach? He was like, Kito, I would never joke with you about something like that. So for me, my recruiting process began on that car ride home because at that moment, my mindset shifted. It went from just playing to have fun, which, I still did beyond, but for the most part, I was just kind of having fun. Wasn't really playing with purpose. But now going into my senior year, I actually had a goal in mind. And I really said, okay, I want to get that scholarship. I want to play in college. But here's the thing, and I'm like many families. My parents, I love them, but they didn't play sports in college. They weren't recruited athletes. And between their inexperience and my inexperience, and my coach was great, he was a good resource, but he didn't really know how to navigate college recruiting at the time. And so we made, as a family, a ton of mistakes along the way that could have easily derailed me from earning a scholarship. And although it did work out, yes, I earned a full athletic scholarship. I signed my national letter of intent to attend Boston University. I can tell you I made so many mistakes that I know and I see so many families today still making to their detriment. And that's one reason why I decided to launch URECRUITU. But before I get to that, again, second part of the story. Now I'm at Boston University, middle of my freshman year, having a hard time adjusting, and then the rug just literally gets ripped from underneath me. The university decides that they are going to cut the football team after my freshman season. And they gave us one of two options. We could stay, but not play football, and they would honor our athletic scholarship, or we could try to reopen our recruiting and earn a scholarship to another school. I decided to reopen recruiting, and I eventually transferred to Northeastern University, and I got a full athletic scholarship, played football, and ended up graduating with my business administration degree 4 years later. And I share that with you because not only did I go through the recruiting process as a small town kid coming out of high school, but then I went through it as a college transfer. And in going through all these experiences and even now helping and meeting with so many families, I know that there are so many talented students, athletes out there who never get a chance to play in college, not because they don't have the ability, not because they don't have grades, although that is definitely the case for some, but the large part of individuals, they don't make it beyond high school simply because they don't have a game plan. They don't have a blueprint. They have no idea. They have all these different misconceptions of how it's supposed to happen and who's supposed to do what. I just tell you right now, college recruiting, it starts with you. Everything needs to be done and handled by you. Sure, you can get some help along the way, but you have to have the belief that A, you deserve to play in college, but then B, you're willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams happen. But just like if you were struggling with your grades, you get a tutor. If you wanted to raise your SAT score, you'd get an SAT coach. If you wanted to improve your skills, you'd hire a trainer or you pay for camps. You may go to the gym and get a strength coach. We do all this stuff to get better and to improve ourselves, but then when it comes to college recruiting, too many families are just kind of winging it. They're just hoping and praying that it's going to get noticed. So at URECRUITU, between our workshops with teams, with athletic departments, our speeches that we do, our keynotes, our podcast, the Full Ride podcast, college recruiting podcast, and our one-on-one coaching programs, and last but not least, our flagship online course, Launch You. Between all these different resources, we're doing everything we possibly can to empower, educate, and elevate our student athletes so that they can take full control of their college recruiting journey. So thank you so much for stopping by our website. Please browse, look around, and if we can be of any help to you, we'd love for you to join our squad.